What's going on, Colts Nation and the rest of the NFL fans? I'm Lawrence Owen, back with another film room. This time we're going over rookie quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts, Anthony Richardson. Now we're going to dive into all the aspects, what he did well, what he didn't do well, how the defense of the Jacksonville Jaguars really dictated the play of Anthony Richardson. And you know what? Did the Indianapolis Colts coaching staff have a type of offensive scheme for Richardson? Do they have a plan for him as he develops throughout his NFL experience? I mean, we got to remember he didn't have a lot of college experience, limited in preseason. It looks like to me they have a plan for him, maybe a step plan, and we'll get into that right now. Don't forget, smash that like button, hit subscribe if you're not subscribed, tag that notification bell so that you are notified next time we go live or upload a video. Don't forget to share and check out all the links in the description of this video. Let's get into it. So the very first snap, his very first season snap in the NFL, the Indianapolis Colts obviously looked like they were looking to get him that first completion, calm his nerves. This first drive was all about getting him calm and collected and give him a little bit of room to, feel good about himself and just settle himself down. So on this play, it's a simple screen pass. Let's take a look at this. All right, not a lot there. Not a lot there when it comes to yardage. It was a quick pass out there, obviously, as you saw, to Josh Downs, his favorite target during training camp. But I am going to say this. This does two things for Anthony Richardson. Number one, it gets the ball out of his hands quickly. It's a play that could develop into something big. And also, the Indianapolis Colts are technically evaluating their offensive line. So this quick screen pass allows them to kind of get a look at the offensive line as well and see how they initially get their blocks off. If there's a blitz or something they're not ready for, this quick screen pass will get the ball out very quickly and not allow the pressure on Richardson, during his first pass. So this is a very good idea by the Indianapolis Colts to get rid of this ball very, very quickly for him. He does a good job. Obviously, you saw the defensive end come in. Generally, they're not blocked on a screen pass that's going in that direction anyhow. That takes that defensive end out of the play. Get it out to your receiver. Now, the receiver, I don't know if he should have went that way. If he went back this way towards the trouble or around the blocker, possibly. That's what he was trying to do. He was trying to get around this guy so that he could get and cut back around, Alec Pierce here. But it was a good tackle by the oncoming guy. Let's take a look at the next play. Very good decision by the coaches. It was a good executed play in general. Just also very good defense by Jacksonville covering this. Now we're on the second snap of the day. Let's take a look at the play. All right, quick three-step drop, look around, throw, a little high. Okay, not a problem here. What we're going to be looking at right now is, let's take a look at the defense of the Jacksonville Jaguars. They are playing cover 2 zone most of the day. And the reason with that is because of what Anthony Richardson was in college and obviously what he does well. The two things he does very, very well from what you saw from college tape was hit deep balls. He's got a strong arm, pretty accurate on the deep ball, plus he could take off and run. From what the tape showed, he struggled at intermediate and short passes. So a cover 2 zone was the perfect defense for Jacksonville to run against him because cover 2 zone prevents the deep shots. Plus, it keeps all 11 defensive guys with their eyes in the backfield to stare at Anthony Richardson, right? Forcing him to either throw it short or take off running. And if you take off running, you got all 11 guys looking, they're going to slam down and tackle him. That's why cover 2 is very, very good about that. he had a history, Anthony Richardson, of making bad passes and bad decisions in short and intermediate passing attempts in college and in preseason. This here, he does a good job. Now, again, he's on a snap count, 1 or 2, or not snap count, but, get rid of the football within the first or second read or take off running. One of the two. Well, because, again, we are looking at the offensive line. We don't know how the offensive line is going to hold up against this defensive front of the Jacksonville Jaguars. They got a couple really good pass rushers in Walker and over here with Josh Allen. So we're keeping an eye. And as you see, as this is snapped, you got Ryan Kelly having a little bit of problem. Now, should he have taken a 5-step drop instead of a 3-step drop? Absolutely. He's used to the shorter drops. If he'd have taken a 5-step drop, I think he would have been perfectly fine. But there is room right here to take off, get out, and possibly make a play happen, right? But that's not what he is currently allowed to really do, because in every one of these snaps, he's getting rid of the ball first or second read, right? So he gets to a second read, he throws the football, and it's just high, which is fine. Guy was covered tight. He had to throw it high to where only his receiver could catch it, not the defender. Don't throw the football away. Smart move to go ahead and continue on to the third down. All right, here we are on third down. Now they're at the 26. They need to get to the 35. It's 3rd and 9, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, again, we're still on that same, time clock in your head. 2 or run, right? First 2 or run. So let's take a look. One, 2, nope, not there, run. Now, the problem with this, there is some guys open on this play, believe it or not. And the issue is, I see a bit of a problem. So first off, the initial protection, you got a guy, he beat his man, right? And he goes after, there's a good block to catch up, to save Richardson from getting hit, right? Bam. And now he's taken off. Now, you could throw the football right now, right here, right? That's guaranteed catch, possibility that he extends out, gets the first down. This is what Anthony Richardson should have done, right? But he's got legs. And another thing, you think, well, right, here's a guaranteed first down, right? That's kind of tight, all right? He is sandwiched in between 3 defenders. Had he threw it really high to where only he could catch it, possibly. Still a tough throw, but I think he could have made that throw as well. But remember, it's hit your first 2 reads or take off and run. So what's he doing? He's not even worried about trying to hit that ball on the run. He just takes off. He picks up, nothing. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So I'm not putting this on him. Could he have thrown the football? Absolutely. Should he have? Absolutely. But if I'm right with what the Indianapolis Colts coaching staff are telling him to do, then he did exactly what they told him to do. Next drive, remember, we're still sitting in the same type of situation. Get rid of the football quickly, right? Let's take a look and see what the play is like. All right, he's throwing it again. Josh Downs gets a pickup. Now they're pinned deep in their own territory, so that ain't terrible. Let's get a look here. The protection's there. That is a nice, clean pocket. He could have held on to the football a little bit longer. Had he held on to the football, you might have had a couple deep shots to take. But, again, they're saying get rid of the ball. You also got a guy out here that probably could have threw to. You got a couple guys that maybe would have been able to get some blocks, and that running back could have probably went down the sideline. But he's throwing the football right away, early. Like I said, bam, bam. First two, make the decision or run. He makes the decision. He makes the completion. He gets about, 7-8 yards out of that play. It's a good play. It's a good play. On this play, I see two really good things on this play that I absolutely fantastically love about Anthony Richardson on the play. Let's watch the play first. Nice. Oh, look at that. All right. Let's go back here to the beginning. Now, as you saw, it's a screenplay to Granson. Watch what he does here. This is absolutely beautiful. Now, you got the motion. Michael Pittman's going in motion. You know it's zone because he stops on this side and he points and says, "Hey, you got to take him." So he does. Right? Now, watch Anthony Richardson, knowing this is a screenplay to his right. Watch his eyes. He immediately turns and looked that way first. He looked down the middle, looks over here, right? Knowing it's supposed to go over here, but he looked down the middle. Why'd he do that? To freeze this guy. Freeze him. That means that's going to give his blockers a chance to get up and get into him. That is absolutely beautiful. Now he's got pressure in his face. Right? Throws around him. Good job. The blockers got out in front, as you saw right there. He's still, gee, many Christmas. Did you see that? Let's go to the actual this viewpoint. Watch Quentin Nelson on this too. Oh my gosh. All right. Quentin Nelson was being a monster on this play. He hits. I think that was Quentin Nelson. Maybe I'm mistaken. Nope, there he is. Quentin's out front. You got Fries and Nelson. And Kelly all the way out here. Look at that. That whole center of the freaking offensive line is already out here as the ball's released. Beautifully done. You catch. Watch Quentin Nelson. He doesn't give up at all. Never gives up. Never gives up. Never gives up. Never. Watch it. Bloop. Nope. Sit on your butt there, buddy. Fries. I loved how Fries worked too. You know. Will Fries on this play did a very good job. You keeping an eye on him. He's right here. Watch. He turns around and blocks behind so that no one would catch up behind him. Good job. Great job all the way around. This is a very well-executed screenplay. It was a good job by the coaches to draw that up. You only needed 2-3 yards. Anthony Richardson did a great job freezing the middle linebacker and the delivery with pressure in his face. Loved this play. All right, let's take a look at the next play. Get positive yards. Good job. All right, again, remember, watch the play. See the safety, he was creeped up, trying to disguise, but now he's got to move back. Anthony Richardson sees this. This is no longer single high. You got cover two. And so that means, most of your deep shots are going to be taken away. Balls. As he's throwing the football, look at the wall protection here. Now, this looks like he's got a line, but you got to remember, Ryman is just going to keep pushing him out wide, right? He literally could have held on to that football a little bit longer. And if he had, he might have had a shot here or here, deep one-on-one against safeties. Except, this guy, because he's going down, he's going to cut inside here in just a moment. But he has two options. He's got Michael Pittman Jr., and he's got this guy here. Well, take your first or second option or run. Well, your first option, bam, wide open, Looks like you got a nice little catch and run for some yardage. Take that sucker. Does a good job. He lined his body up beautifully right here. Watch his body. Look at that. His feet's pointed in the right direction. He's lined himself up. Good form, good everything. Throws that ball, got it there quickly, accurately, on time. It's a great job. This was a positive play. Short yardage pickup was a positive play to keep him in that rhythm. All right. All right, we're moving on later in the game where it's getting a little bit more of a crunch time. Let's take a look at the bunch formation up here. We got a single wide receiver down here, which is Alec Pierce, and the running back. Let's take a look. Again, keep an eye. Defense still cover 2 deep zone, right? Cover 2 deep zone. Beautiful pocket. Gets rid of the football. Michael Pittman Jr., short gain yardage. Now, when this play happens, first off, did you see that? That's encroachment. This is something that a rookie is going to learn from. All right, a rookie quarterback is going to learn from this play right here. All right. Keep an eye right here. Watch him. As he's snapping the ball, that foot, bam, he's already, that's encroachment. That's a free play. All right. Veteran quarterbacks recognize free plays. You're already guaranteed to get 5 yards out of this play. All right. Guaranteed. And continue the same down. So what he needs to do at this point, under normal circumstances, is you're going to look at the fly route. That's going to be your number one. Look at the fly route. All right. And as you see, he's going to have one-on-one against a safety. That's prime. You take that shot at that point. Okay. You take that shot. When you got a free play coming in, you take the shot on your one-on-one with your deep threat against a safety. But he's a rookie, and he's been told, first, second read, get rid of the football or run. So, first, second read, gets rid of the football. And it's third down. As you see, third down. I understand he's wanting to try to get yard. That didn't even get a first down, guys. Did it? I mean, I got to go back and look real quick. No, first down's way the hell out here. That wasn't even a first down. Thank goodness it was a free play. He should have took his shot. Should have took the shot. All right, they pick up a first down. We'll see what happens on 1st and 10. Oh, that's a blitz. Get rid of the football. Let's get a look at it from this angle. All right, you see the free blitzer over here on the left side. Gets rid of the football. Bam, a little out of the range. All right, let's get a look. Obviously, he needs to get rid of the football quick. He needs to go to his first read that he possibly can and get rid of it as soon as possible. Now, at this point, he sees the blitzer. He needs to get rid of this football now. There's no wait. Throw it. Throw it right now. Hit him right here. You got guys running. This guy ain't even paying attention. He'll be able to catch it and go. Watch. He's throwing off balance. Had he thrown immediately, I think his body would have been in position to throw the football. Right there. His body's in position. He could step forward and get rid of the football before this defender ever gets to him. Right? Throw the daggone football. It would have been accurate because he's lined up. His body's lined up properly. Just get rid of it. He waited too long. Now, he's got to get rid of the football. He can't step into it. He's using his arm. Guy's in his face. Hard to get rid of that football. It's inaccurate. Just out of reach. Almost a one-handed grab anyhow by Downs. Oh, so close. I thought he could have had it, but that would have been a heck of a catch. Just grabbing it one-handed from that dart, right? Would have been a heck of a catch. But he wasn't able to bring it in. All right. Next drive, I want to talk to you about why there is a step program for Anthony Richardson. All right. First, get rid of the football quick. Get that timing out of your head, right? Get it in your head where you can get rid of the football in your first or second read. Then you can go to your third read, right? Once you get comfortable, first, second read, or run, then you could add in the third read once you realize that your offensive line can protect you, okay? Now, at this point, the offensive line has done a decent job in pass protection. The run game might be a little bit different, but the pass protection, for the most part in this game, wasn't bad at all. Let's take a look at this right here. We have man coverage, ladies and gentlemen. How rare is that? Man coverage with single high safety. Wow. That's a very rare situation. Now let's take a look a little bit closer. You know it's man. Corner follows the wide receiver all the way across. That's instantly telling the quarterback that's man coverage. Takes a snap. Looks like pretty good wall here, right? Pretty good wall here. You got your first read, your second read, right? Let's look. Now, still got plenty of room. Could have stepped up a little bit. Plenty of room. He decides to go with one of the first two reads, which he's supposed to. But you got man on man, man on man. If you, once he gets to get out of this whole hit your first or second read thing, legitimately, him seeing man, he should have ran. He should have took off that way. Took off that way. He'd have had a tight end. He could have tied in, could have blocked off. You had both of these defenders being rushed out this way. Just one guy to beat. Just one guy to beat. He could have ran up here the safety and one guy to beat. And that's if this guy wasn't able to block. He should have took off. Now, legitimately, these are open. But since they're on the opposite side of him, that's a very difficult throw to make. Either one of these guys. Okay? Now, if they're coming towards him, it's an easy ball to throw. But since they're running away from him, that's a tighter window for the quarterback to throw. He should have took off and ran with this football. Had he done so, he probably gets the first down. Because, holy crap, look. And then don't forget, once you are able to do the first and second read, and then get to the third, you'll have opportunities for downfield strikes when you have one-on-one coverage and man coverage. But this was an opportunity where he probably should have took off and ran with the football rather than throwing out here to a tight end. All right, this is my final breakdown. That's the interception that he was throwing at the end of the game. Again, he's got to throw to his first two reads or run the football, right? Had he been able to get to his third read, he probably gets a first down. Let's take a look real quick. Third or fourth read, he gets a first down right here. But let's take a look. Well, first off, that's a big fat no-no. Why are you throwing that football? He throws this football, and that's tough, all right? I get this guy here baiting a little bit. He's expecting to throw out here because both guys are out here. He shouldn't have threw. First off, he shouldn't have threw to him. He should have threw to him, okay? I understand that, this guy's a little closer to him, but you throw it out here towards the corner, make him sprint to it, okay? Make him sprint to it. That way he has a harder time of getting it. Because he's not really sprinting right now. He's kind of running out this direction. But I just want to say something. This is your first and second read. Third read is not him. That's your dump off to your running back. That's generally not your third read. Your third read is going to be him. That's Alec Pierce, who comes around this corner, and my goodness, that is a first down and then some. That is a first down and then some, right? Wide open in the freaking zone. Wow. Again, he was not meant to get to his third read the entire game. I did not see him go to his third read this entire game. I think that was something that was put on him by the coaches. Maybe we see this in the second or third game where he's able to get to his third read. And not only does getting to the third read allow for 3 different looks, because the protection was there, as you saw. Plenty of protection. All these, maybe 1 or 2 plays where they sent a blitz and, he didn't have the protection that he was afforded for him. But not only can you get to the third read, but it also allows extra stuff. It allows you to look a safety off. Instead of going to a next read, you can use your eyes to move a defender or use a pump fake in order to help the receiver that you're wanting or something of that nature. Different little things, little nuances that quarterbacks run when you can get to your third read, when you're allowed to use time for third reads. You can use those little nuances to help guys get open. So, I expect more from Anthony Richardson over the next couple days as the coaches start to gain more confidence in the offensive line and they feel like that Anthony Richardson has got this timing down in his head. I actually like a lot from what I saw from Anthony Richardson in this game. There was some inaccurate throws, a couple bad decisions, but for the most part, he stayed within the guidelines that I think the coaches kept him in. And, played with what the Jacksonville Jaguars allowed him to do, because for the most part they played that zone defense. I think Anthony Richardson has a bright future as long as he keeps learning and keeps getting better and following this course of action of getting comfortable with each individual step of being an NFL quarterback. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Lawrence Owen. Again, please don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe. Share this to your favorite social media. And until next time, I'm Lawrence Owen. And as usual, go Colts.